Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Coming out throwing is Williams. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing again on second, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down, here's Williams. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throw left side, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. They'll try and punch it in. Scores! Touchdown, Las Vegas! The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully, this turns out to be nothing. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Williams on the play action. On the move, headed right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Williams set to pass. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Cowboys take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds the in route complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He wants a heater go deep. Caught at the 20-yard line. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. That's the end of the 1st quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Big. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Off the play fake, Williams. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Who set it down for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 1-yard gain on the play, and that's good for a Raiders first.
49-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it, save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete out to the right side. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be Raider football. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Williams from the gun. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
How many times do defenders hear when their coaches read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Williams to throw on 3rd. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He's got Thomas on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Mitchell up the middle. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Joshua Cardi to kick off.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Catch made by Mitchell. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Man in motion here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. They step by Damone Clark. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here's second and 7. Has him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Stokes skinned there for the stop. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from the 41. To throw is Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Handoff now from the gun. And he gets this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for the back that time. So it's second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Williams escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Williams to throw on first. Buys time, rolling right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Setting up the running back screen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Offense set for a first and 10. From the red zone now. In the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's a give on first and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Going ground game again here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. His third total score this game. Carty down for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Cowboys football as we're really just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Mitchell on the carry. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done, too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from the 41. Handoff here to Mitchell. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The give now to Mitchell. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 24. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They'll run here on first down. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, here we go. Second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on third down. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders looking like they'll start this season with a win. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they pick him off again. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Cowboys get it back after a marvelous flawless defensive effort.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Trying to shake off the interception. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot at it.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity.
They're on him again. He goes down again. And back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression.